Imagine standing at the brink of a revelation, one that challenges everything you know about your own vitality and mental clarity. This is not just about sexual health, it's a deep dive into the very essence of male energy and its conservation. Semen retention, a practice as ancient as any philosophical tradition, holds secrets that are only now being scrutinized through the lens of modern science and psychology. What if I told you that this practice could rewire your brain, enhance your focus, and even alter your perception of reality? The discourse around semen retention often teeters between skeptical criticism and fervent advocacy. Yet, beneath this polarized surface, there lies a wealth of nuanced insights, scientific theories, and transformative potentials that many remain unaware of. Today, we peel back the layers of myth and misunderstanding to explore the profound implications of this practice. Semen retention is not merely a topic of intrigue, it is a practice steeped in ancient wisdom and surrounded by modern controversy. This video aims to shed light on what semen retention really entails, exploring its historical roots and the myriad ways in which it is perceived today. By delving into this practice, we seek to unlock a deeper understanding of its effects on the human mind and body. Societal views on semen retention range from profound respect in certain cultures to skepticism and derision in others. Our exploration is guided by a critical yet open-minded approach, aiming to discern the empirical truths hidden beneath centuries of tradition and modern-day conjecture. The concept of altered states of consciousness is pivotal in understanding the full impact of semen retention. Traditionally, many spiritual practices have linked the retention of seminal fluid to heightened spiritual experiences and expanded states of consciousness. This connection is not merely anecdotal. Several modern psychological studies have begun to explore how hormonal changes influence cognitive states. Moreover, personal accounts from those who practice semen retention often cite increased clarity, focus, and an enhanced sense of spiritual connectivity. These experiences, backed by preliminary scientific research, suggest that the retention of semen may indeed catalyze a shift in one's conscious experience, affecting everything from meditation depth to emotional resilience. The intersection of ancient wisdom and modern psychology provides a fertile ground for examining how seminal conservation might orchestrate profound changes in consciousness. Through both subjective experiences and objective studies, the potential cognitive benefits of this practice are slowly being unraveled. Sexual activity undeniably influences brain function, but the neuroscience of how ejaculation specifically affects the brain is intricate and revealing. During ejaculation, a cocktail of neurotransmitters and hormones, including dopamine and oxytocin, flood the brain, creating a brief sensation of pleasure followed by a contrasting period of neurotransmitter depletion. Post-ejaculation, men often experience what is colloquially known as the refractory period, a time during which the brain and body recover and reset. Contrastingly, semen retention is reported to maintain higher levels of these neurotransmitters, potentially leading to sustained periods of improved mood and mental alertness. This has profound implications for understanding how prolonged semen retention might influence long-term neurological health and cognitive function. Studies suggest that the practice of semen retention could lead to neuroplastic changes in the brain, enhancing areas responsible for decision-making, self-control, and emotional intelligence. This is a burgeoning field of research that promises to offer deeper insights into the mind-body connection facilitated through sexual practices. Tantric practices often emphasize the spiritual and transformative power of sexual energy, with semen retention being a key component. In Tantra, sexual energy is seen not merely as a means for physical pleasure but as a dynamic force to be harnessed for spiritual growth and personal development. Techniques such as the control of breath, meditation, and the deliberate direction of sexual energies through the body are central to tantric sex. These practices encourage participants to move beyond traditional notions of climax, exploring deeper, more sustained forms of sexual union and connectivity. The retention of semen is often practiced to enhance this energy flow, believed to increase intimacy and deepen the spiritual connection between partners. Here we delve into the specific techniques used in tantric sex that involve semen retention, exploring both their traditional roots and the personal experiences of those who practice them today. The impact of these practices on relationships and personal growth is profound, offering a unique perspective on the potentials of sexual energy when conserved and thoughtfully directed. The relationship between pornography addiction and semen retention is complex and multifaceted. Pornography, especially when consumed excessively, can lead to a cycle of frequent ejaculation, which some studies suggest may exacerbate feelings of anxiety, depression, and emotional detachment. Semen retention is often advocated as a method to break this cycle, by conserving sexual energy that might otherwise be dissipated. The physiological and psychological effects of pornography are significant, with impacts ranging from altered sexual expectations to neurological changes associated with addiction behaviors. Semen retention in this context is not only about conserving semen, but also about reclaiming control over sexual impulses and behaviors, which can be crucial for individuals struggling with porn addiction. This section will explore how semen retention can serve as a therapeutic practice for those dealing with pornography addiction, examining both the challenges and successes of individuals who have adopted this practice as part of their recovery journey. The insights provided here aim to offer a balanced view of how semen retention can contribute to overcoming addiction and restoring healthy sexual function. Despite its ancient roots and growing popularity, semen retention is surrounded by myths and misconceptions. This part of the video addresses some of the most common myths, such as the idea that semen retention can cause harm to the physical body, or that it is inherently anti-sexual. Scientific and anecdotal evidence is scrutinized to distinguish fact from fiction. For instance, while some argue that semen retention leads to increased aggression or psychological distress, studies and personal reports generally do not support these claims. Instead, many find that the practice contributes to greater emotional stability and reduced impulsivity. It's important to understand what semen retention is not. It is not a panacea for all personal or sexual challenges, nor is it a practice that promotes abstinence from intimacy. Rather, it is a choice to harness sexual energy in a way that promotes overall well-being and personal growth, grounded in both historical tradition and contemporary understanding. Before moving on, if you are finding value in this video, consider liking and subscribing for more insights on this ancient practice. The dynamics of modern dating can often seem at odds with the practice of semen retention, which requires a level of self-discipline and commitment that may not align with contemporary views on casual relationships and sexual freedom. Now we will explore how individuals practicing semen retention navigate the complex landscapes of modern dating. The impact of these practices on dating is multifold. For one, it challenges the conventional narrative of instant gratification that is prevalent in many modern dating scenarios. Individuals who practice semen retention often report a more profound sense of clarity about what they seek in a partner, which can lead to more meaningful connections, albeit possibly fewer in number. Furthermore, it is important to understand how semen retention affects perceptions within relationships. It examines whether partners view this practice with skepticism or respect, and how it influences intimacy and sexual satisfaction. The balance between maintaining personal health practices like semen retention and meeting societal expectations is a nuanced aspect of modern romantic interactions. In an era dominated by digital interactions and constant connectivity, mental health has become a central concern. Let's delve into how semen retention might serve as a countermeasure to the stress and anxiety induced by modern technology. The practice's potential to enhance focus, reduce anxiety, and improve emotional resilience could be particularly beneficial in our digital age. The concept of a digital detox, where individuals temporarily disconnect from digital devices to restore mental balance, shares similarities with semen retention, which also involves abstaining from certain habitual behaviors to achieve greater well-being. It is important to know synergistic effects of combining semen retention with reduced digital consumption, examining how these practices together could amplify benefits to mental health. Analyzing various studies and personal experiences provide a comprehensive look at how abstaining from both frequent ejaculation and excessive digital interaction can lead to a more balanced, focused, and contented state of mind. Now, let's focus on the transformative experiences reported by individuals who practice semen retention. These personal stories highlight the profound psychological and physical benefits that can arise from this practice, ranging from enhanced mental clarity and increased energy levels to improved physical health and deeper interpersonal relationships. Let's examine how semen retention can serve as a catalyst for personal development, pushing individuals to explore and expand their limits in various aspects of life. Whether it's pursuing new educational goals, deepening spiritual practices, or fostering healthier relationships, the discipline and energy conserved through semen retention appear to empower a more ambitious and fulfilling pursuit of personal growth. The rewards of semen retention, as narrated by those who practice it, offer a compelling argument for considering this ancient practice in our modern lives. By concluding with these personal growth stories, it not only informs but also inspires, encouraging us to contemplate the potential impacts of semen retention on their own paths to personal development. If you have practiced semen retention and experienced any of the discussed benefits, please share your thoughts in the comments section. Together, let's form a community of individual minds that empower each other. Semen retention, a practice with both ancient roots and contemporary applications, offers more than just a physical benefit. It is a gateway to enhanced mental, emotional, and spiritual health. Through the various sections of this guided video, we have explored the scientific, psychological, and personal dimensions of semen retention, debunking myths, and uncovering truths about this profound practice. As we have seen, the implications of semen retention extend far beyond the individual, influencing relationships, societal norms, and even our interaction with technology. It challenges us to rethink our approaches to health, pleasure, and personal growth, encouraging a deeper introspection about how we choose to channel our energies. In a world where the noise of misinformation can drown out the whispers of tradition and science, it is crucial to approach such topics with an open mind and a critical eye. If this video resonated with you, check out our semen retention playlist. You will find link in the description. The journey through the hidden truths of semen retention is not merely about conserving a bodily fluid, but about reclaiming a measure of control over one's body, mind, and spirit in the pursuit of a fuller, more harmonious life.